So today we will start from page number 6, the features of sentences. In our day before yesterday's class, we have seen the rules of sentences, and today we will see the features. The first one, a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. This is the first criterion, that a group of words which will make a complete sense, it will be known as a sentence. I don't know in which way I should stand because I can't see myself. I have to stand here. Okay. Next, it starts with a capital letter. A sentence must start with a capital letter. It ends with a full stop if it states a fact. It ends with a question mark if it asks a question, or an exclamation mark if it expresses a sudden feeling of surprise, joy, or sorrow. These are the different features, and apart from this one, I have already said you that a sentence must contain a finite verb. And what is finite verb? I have already explained that to you. The verb which changes with a change in subject and the change in tense, it is known as a finite verb. I repeat, the verb which changes with change in subject and change in tense, that is known as finite verb. And a sentence must have a subject and a predicate. These are the different criteria which must be seen or which must be required for a groups of words to become sentence. Exercise number A is very easy. Rearrange the following words to form meaningful sentences. Use capital letters, full stops, question marks, and exclamation marks as required. This one you will complete in your English grammar copy. This one you will complete in your English grammar copy. Next, we will read about kinds of sentences. This is not something new. From class 3 onwards, that means in your junior classes, you have read this part, kinds of sentences. Here 4 different kinds of sentences are given. First one is assertive sentence or declarative sentence. Next one is imperative, third interrogative, and fourth exclamatory sentence. So these are the different or the 4 different kinds of sentences. What is declarative sentence? The work of declarative sentence is to declare something, to state something. It does not ask any question, it does not request, it does not advise, it does not show any excitement. It informs, it declares, it states something. A sentence that declares or states something is a declarative sentence. Declarative sentences are of 2 types, affirmative and negative. Affirmative sentences are also known as positive sentences because we cannot find over there the words like no, not, never. And in negative sentences, we will find the presence of the words like no, not, never. Affirmative sentences affirm a proposition. It states that something is true, something is correct. He goes to school. The school reopens today. Negative sentences negate a proposition. That means it shows that something is wrong, something is not true, it denies something. He cannot dance, she is not well. So exercise number B, answer these questions, then write whether it is affirmative or negative. The first one has been done for you. This is also your homework. You will complete this in your English grammar copy. And in our next class, it might be on coming Monday, on that day we will discuss the answers. Next is imperative sentences. What we mean by imperative sentences? Sentences that express a command. Command means get out of the room. Request, please bring me a glass of water. Advise, take your medicines regularly. Then order, stand up on the bench. Then suggestion, follow your classes every day. So these are the different works of imperative sentences. Sentences that express a command, request, advise, order, or suggestion are called imperative sentences. Please tell me what happened. This is request. Sorry. Do your homework properly. This is order. Imperative sentences may be used to express a command. Come here, bring the box here. To make a request, please help me clean the cupboard. Children, don't pronounce it as cupboard. There is no word in English which is known as cupboard. It is cupboard. Okay. To give some advice, never lose your patience. So these are the different features of imperative sentences. Give a tick mark up to this and come exercise number C, what is given here. Answer the following questions. Follow instructions given in brackets. One has been done for you. So this is again your homework. This one you are going to complete in your English grammar copy. So 3 exercises I have given today as homework. Exercise A, B and C. You will complete this in your English grammar copy. So today up to this much, and in our next class we will proceed with the next part, that is interrogative sentences. But before our class ends, if you are having any query, doubt, any problem, anything, feel free to ask. If I just say this one wrong, just you feel free to ask. What is happening right now here? Yes, this one. If you are having any query, doubt, anything, ask me. Three people they are typing. This video will upload in the YouTube. Yes, it will be uploaded. No problem. No sir. Okay. What okay, Ovipsha? No problem is there. That's why okay. Okay. No sir. No sir. No sir. Okay. Before leaving, you know what you have to do.